Okay, welcome to our kombucha video. I'm Paul Ramsey, and this is how we've prepared our kombucha. You can see the SCOBY on top. This has been brewing for a week. I've washed my hands, soap and water, and I'm going to scoop out one big mother. Okay, and that's a SCOBY, a symbiotic, whatever. So after that, I will get out a boiled, cleaned off plastic ladle, and I will just keep it covered. So this I can use in my next batch, and I will probably, you can see it's pretty thick. I will probably split this up. You can see it's starting to form another layer, and I will use that to start another one. But in the meantime, I've cut up some of my vegetables. You can do oranges, a little bit of orange peel, grate some orange peel, use some passion fruit, clean them out, put in a little bit of lemon juice if you like, use some mango. This time I'm going to try some plums, and I have boiled my bottles. I've ladled them with a little bit of that boiling water. Rinse my hand out here, and so I can touch my phone. I've cleaned them out, used that scoop, and put some hot water in here, and then rinsed it around and dumped it back in there. Then I sort of cleaned off the top again. I just try to keep everything nice and sterile. Put in a little bit of sugar. For this is the second brewing. You do that, maybe a tablespoon or two. You can see how that will settle down. And then I'll put the fruit in there, and then I will ladle it with the kombucha. See if you can see that. And put that in there. Now all of this has been boiled and cleaned in my boiling water, so it's nice and sterile. And then I will seal it up, and I'll come back and give you another video to show you how everything comes together. For making kombucha, the second brewing, you can see what we've done so far. I've taken the SCOBY and I put it inside of a cooling container to keep in the fridge because I have too much. You can see I put it in there, but I had clean hands when I picked it up, and I took a clean just tissue and wiped around the side and make sure everything's, try to get it as sterile as possible. I'll put that in the fridge because I don't want to make any more. I've made quite a bit so far, and I want to keep, I want to use up what I can. You can see I already have several batches inside the fridge. This second brewing takes 2 days, and what I've done so far for this second brewing, I've got a sterilized spoon. I've put in some passion fruit in this one. It's a smaller one, so I put in 1.5 passion fruits. And then I will finish filling it up with the liquid kombucha. In the first brewing, I'll fill that up probably about 1 inch or so from the top. If it's warm in the place where you're making it, then I would probably leave more space because it may fizz and bubble more. So let's see, probably getting close. Let's do it to about, let's go about there. So after I get it so far, I make sure the top is very sterile. And I'll use my clean cloth again, make sure just everything is nice and clean around the top. Seal it up. I give all of my jars a number or a letter, and then I know what's in them. I write down, so if I forget, put them down on a piece of paper. Number 1 is this, or letter D is lychee or something else. And I'll let that set for 2 days. Maybe I'll have to crack it a little bit. After the first day, I'll let it breathe, and I'll go pop, hold on to it because it may want to squirt up, so just be ready to clamp it back down really quick. But I do that, let it breathe, and I let it brew for the second day. Usually the sugar inside will ferment and give it a little fizz and bubbly. We've already refrigerated our SCOBY, our symbiotic culture of bacteria in yeast. He's alive, and we've put him inside of the fridge because we don't want to make any more this week. But if we were going to make more, we'd probably just make a little bit, and I've saved a jar like this. You could probably find one like this. This was an old honey jar, but I would sterilize it in some boiling water. Make sure the top, you don't need the top, just get some cheesecloth, or you can even use a tissue, and make sure it's all clean. I would boil some tea, put it in here, some green tea, some pu'er tea, and then put a couple tablespoons, maybe a quarter cup of sugar, and make sure it's cooled off. Then I would put part of that SCOBY inside of here, and that would brew for 1 week, just 1 week inside of there. Now, sometimes when you're putting in the fruit, it's a little hard to get in, so what I've done, I've sterilized my chopstick, and I help push the fruit down, whatever it is. That's the plums. Get one of your funnels that you've bleached out, put that in there, and then you can finish putting in all of your kombucha mix. There you go. And that may take a while, but fill up your jars again till about 1 inch from the top, and you can see how that goes. And again, don't use a metal ladle, but use a plastic one. That will keep it from, I guess, killing the yeast or bacteria in there. So I do that, and of course I've already put in a little bit of lemon into each one of those. And I try different mixtures. I don't really measure the sugar. I usually put in about 1 tablespoon of sugar. The bigger one, maybe a little bit more, a couple tablespoons, because that's maybe twice as big as those smaller ones. That's about 1 liter. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope this helps. The final video number 4 on how to make kombucha. We have just completed labeling and filling up our jars, cleaning them. I've usually followed this recipe when I make a pet kombucha. I got this off the internet. I can't remember who it's from, but thank you very much. Added a few pointers, and my pointers, just make sure you keep the lid clean so that it seals very well. Use a clean tissue, something that you can find anywhere. Today's batches. Number 10, our small batch, was passion fruit, and we've marked that down over there on our list. Number 7 was mango and sugar and a little bit of lemon. Number 9 was plum with a little bit of sugar, and the final was our favorite because we did it last week. Very good. Orange, a little bit of grated orange peel and sugar, and we'll let those set for 2 days. And maybe burp them in between just so we make sure they don't explode. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy. You can see in the background we've boiled out our pot again, what we usually brew the weekly brew in. And this week we're not making any more. We're gonna keep it in the fridge, and maybe next week if I drink all this, or if we have company, I may get out another little batch and try a smaller container with just maybe, 3 or 4 cups, and put in some sugar and let that brew for a week. And have a good day.